Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala Rasulullah. Today we are going to talk about a different topic. Instead of doing the diseases, I want to talk about trauma. Trauma is a very frequent phenomenon, especially in our children and the young ones. So as you get mature, the chances of going into some kind of trauma is difficult. But still, it's amazing that from birth, there are some congenital diseases which can cause problem. But after 1 year or two, you are the most exposed to a risk that is trauma. Until you are like 30, 40, and 50 years of age, the most likely problem causing the trauma would be to the injuries and disabilities. So that's how important trauma is. So why I'm interested in talk about trauma. Trauma is something that you get hit or end up in an accident which lead to the body injury, that's usually by the direct impact from the vehicles or some other aspects. So if we go a little bit back, we had a problem of uh, infections. People used to die because of those infections, and like typhoid, like TB, like other rare diseases and viruses. But the passage of time, human being has learned that how we can improve the survival rate in kids and the old ones. So due to all these infections, the mortality or the disability rates are much less. Similarly, if you go to any other category, like people who are working in any industry, end up with different diseases, but usually their incidence is decreasing. Why? Because we have very many of the saving mechanisms available. So why trauma? So if you get every possible specialty or industry, we think that with passage of time their survival rate will get better and the disability and problems will be less frequent. But there's only one thing which will increase with passage of time, what we call is trauma. So there are multiple reasons. So with passage of time, we are very used to use the moving vehicles, and those moving vehicles not a slow one. So humanity is trying to increase the speed. So speed is one of the biggest problems. Simply more cars and motorcycles come on the road. In developing countries like divided developing countries like Pakistan, we use the motorcycle or two-way vehicle. So one of the most problem in trauma is the motorcycle injury. So you can imagine as these cars, motorcycles are going to increase in number, they will lead to more trauma and deaths. So we need extra precautions to make sure that we protect ourselves from all those problems. See, if I give you two examples of generalized traumas, is that the young ones are sitting on the motorbike driving very fast. They don't have any possible inhibition of their driving. So they're going from one lane to the other, sometimes do the wheeling, and they are many a time very unsafe. If you're driving in the night time, you can get hit into a motorcycle because you don't have any light on the back. So the safety is a big problem. So we have increasing number of buses and cars and trucks which don't not equipped with the lights. The person coming from behind can miss that and miss it and can ultimately lead to the trauma which will have bad consequences. So if we can improve all these measures and the people start working on the safety measures which government has defended, then definitely we can decrease those aspects. But with passage of time, we expect more trauma than any other diseases. So bear with me, inshallah, I'll talk tomorrow a little bit more detailed and how we can save our children, our babies in these speedy vehicles, especially cars. Thank you very much.